I was to ask you who is the worst streamer of all time, the answer should be obvious. Hassan Piker. But a very easy number 2 is Johnny Somali, and his antics have been the bane of those of us who actually like being viewed as capable and confident and able to handle ourselves in a foreign country without pissing off locals for a long time now. But finally, just maybe, this inbred moron is going to jail. Welcome back to Words of Paradise. I'm your host, Leon Idol. And yes, if you hadn't heard, from the Korea Herald itself, the Korea Herald being, I believe, the largest English written outlet in Korea, controversial U.S. YouTuber faces travel ban and police investigation. This dipshit right here. And I gotta say, they call him a YouTuber. Well, I mean, to be fair, he is. I mean, that's what he is. But, you all know what Kick is. We all know Kick. Kick is, the dope free speech alternative to the cesspool that is Switch. I've watched some of my friends stream on Kick. I've tried doing it. I'm not a big fan of it personally, just because of some technical issues. But in general, I think Kick is great. However, Kick also kind of lets you get away with murder. That's why they're awesome. Their free speech is hell. The reason I bring Kick up is because this moron somehow managed to get banned from Kick. That's like getting fired from the DMV. It just doesn't happen. And yet Homeboy here was able to get that done for promoting violent content. Like, you can't make this shit up. The dude is a straight menace. He is the real life Spider-Man to whatever J. Jonah Jameson thinks of Spider-Man. So yeah, when I say he might be going to jail finally, we can all breathe a sigh of relief that this menace is going to be out the streets. So we're going to get to this article before we do hit the subscribe button. I'm a nerdy news channel. I cover nerdy news every day. And boy, do I love putting down piece of shit YouTubers that have no business being on the platform when it comes to doing the shenanigans they do. Some of you guys may have heard about this story. Some of you haven't. But it's pretty great. South Korean police have intensified their investigation into Johnny Somali, a U.S. YouTuber known for his controversial and disrespectful antics while traveling to Korea. Now, mind you, if you're not familiar with this guy, it's not just Korea. It's the world over. His whole shtick is that he picks a country, goes to that country, then acts like a complete jackwagon on stream, in public, always for recording, to piss off the locals, to get attention, to cater to a base of, frankly, I don't even know what you would call his target demographic, and he always ups the ante, and frankly, he's actually been arrested multiple times. Like, one time, he was arrested for sexually harassing a female cop in, if I remember right, it was Israel. The dude is just a nightmare. He goes out of his way to be a terrible person, and when your whole shtick is being a terrible person, fair enough, that can be fine. I'm kind of a prick myself, but when your shtick is to be a terrible person and make it publicly available to everybody else and make them uncomfortable and, quite frankly, in my opinion, violate their rights. And I get it, these other countries don't exactly have the U.S. Constitution, but look, I'm an American and that's the route I'm going to look at. Violate their rights to life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, then fuck you. You deserve the law being, the book being thrown at you to just the utmost extent. Somali, whose real name is Ramzi Khalid Ismail, is under investigation for obstruction of business and alleged drug use. A travel ban has been imposed to prevent him from leaving the country while the investigation proceeds, according to police. Because that is, again, his shtick. He'll get in a bunch of trouble. He'll be, in trouble with the law. Then he'll be like, oh, I got lots of streamer money. Fly off to a different country to rinse and repeat being a complete douche nozzle to a different foreign land. But this time, the South Koreans are saying, you know what? Get fucked, brown boy. It is time for you to be under lock and key. We're not letting you go. Travel ban. You better stand trial, or at least, again, that is my hope. The Seoul Mapo police station on Friday said that the Seoul Mapo police station said Friday that Somali was under investigation for an incident at a convenience store in Mapo-gu, Seoul on October 17th, which we all saw the video of. It was all over X. Again, that, honestly, that is light compared to some of the shit that he has pulled. Somali allegedly disrupted the store's operations by pouring instant noodles on the table after being stopped from drinking alcohol by an employee. When employees intervened, he reportedly responded with abusive and vulgar language. Police said that also planned to investigate allegations of drug use following a report received through 112 emergency hotline. I assume that's Korea's 911. Several of Somali's other acts in South Korea have drawn significant public criticism. Remember when I said that whole noodles thing was light? This one's, like, look, I make some pretty messed up jokes. I say some pretty messed up shit. Anyone that's watched me on SNH knows that I kind of take dark humor, frankly, sometimes a little too far for people's liking. But this one is just flat out uncool. On October 9th, he uploaded a video of himself kissing the Statue of Peace in Taiwan, Central Seoul, and performing a lewd dance in front of the monument. The statue represents the tens of thousands of young women forced into sexual slavery by the Japanese military during the 1910 to 45 Japanese colonial rule of Korea. So homie is out here being like, you know what? I see this statue that is, represents a horrid sexual abuse, 35 years of horrid sexual abuse. Let's do a fucked up seduction dance in front of it and then make out with it. Like, the equivalent to that would be going to a statue of Anne Frank and giving a Sieg Heil and then, like, putting a copy of Mein Kampf in its hands or something. Is it funny? Yeah, maybe if you do it on a television show. In real life, no, that's not funny. But this isn't a television show. This is real life, and dude is just streaming this shit as if it's a show because he has a psychotic, sickening, disgusting need for attention. And the only way anyone will give him that is by watching these awful and atrocious, frankly abhorrent acts, because, let's be real, his mother probably didn't hug him enough. She looked at him, she saw his big lips, his ugly big eyes, his fucked up hairline, even from birth, and was like, oh, damn, that's an ugly baby, fuck this little bitch, and she probably cast him aside, maybe dropped him off at a fire station so he was raised by nuns, and the nuns also probably realized what an absolute loser he was, had the devil born inside of him, so they gave his knuckles a lot of rat-tap-taps with the rulers. I don't know how it went down. I don't pretend to know about Johnny Somali's childhood, and frankly, I don't care. No amount of sympathetic backstory is going to make me think that the dude deserves anything less than jail. The fact that Marvel could give Thanos a sympathetic story, despite the fact in the comics he is absolutely a monster, and yet they couldn't, you can't do that with Johnny Somali. Just saying, it speaks volumes. Somali's action of defaming the statue was raised during the National Assembly's annual audit of the Ministry of Gender Equality and Family on Wednesday. Don't really care about that part of it, but, it's still bad. Vice Minister Shin Young-suk said the ministry would work on measures to address incidents related to the defacement of the statue. Somali also intentionally aimed to provoke South Koreans, including students of Kyunghee University and passerby, by displaying a drawing of the Japanese rising sun flag, which is widely viewed as an offensive symbol here due to its association with Japan's wartime aggression. Now, I'm not going to pretend to understand that one as much. In my mind, I'm like, okay, yeah, you guys, this all ended in 1945, frankly, after we bombed the shit out of you. It's been almost 100 years. Time to get over it. That being said, look, we should all view, like, the flag of the hammer and sickle as disgusting, abhorrent, and offensive. So, if it's the same to them as what the hammer and sickle should be to us, maybe I can kind of understand it. I just don't know if that's an accurate, comparison, since I'm not near as familiar with, that sort of culture. Also, Somali turned up the volume on pornographic content while riding the subway, drawing significant attention. That's some shit that would get you locked up and put you on a list here in America. Why has this dude not been stopped thus far? He was eventually warned by the subway security officer for drinking and playing loud music, which led to his removal from the train. Furthermore, during a bus ride, he played North Korean songs to provoke other passengers. Yeah, North Korea, the country that's ran by a certain figure that doesn't like his weight and or height made up of, but he spends all of his time starving the residents of his country and then shooting rockets that can't go further than 15 miles because they're bad at their fucking jobs. Yeah, that country, the one that's kind of at odds with South Korea, playing their music. Again, fucking douche canoe. When confronted by citizens, Somali responded with racist remarks and insisted they speak to him in English. Somali also mocked President Yoon Suk-yeol during the live broadcast, kissed a photo of Yoon, and then flipped it off while sarcastically proclaiming, "I love the Korean president. He is a great leader. Thank you for keeping me safe and under police protection." All I'm saying, homie, is they are a very polite people. They are being far nicer to you than you deserve or than I would give you. The point is, the dude, travel ban, he's not allowed to go anywhere. He's finally under investigation. And, this is the best part right here, multiple felony charges for disturbing the peace, assault, trespassing, and drug abuse, a sentence that carries up to 10 years in prison. So, hopefully, we about to see homie's life absolutely ruined. Let's see. A South Korean YouTuber who is a veteran of the country's special forces and assaulted the live streamer and was arrested before being promptly released and hailed as a hero by South Koreans who are sick and tired of being turned into nuisance fodder. And here's, again, just some videos of this douche canoe's actions. Let's see. Do we have him
been trying to get out of Korea?
Nope, but that's fine. You guys can watch that on your own time. However, mega shout out to the hero right here. Yeah, my boy. This is the dude that gave Johnny Somali the old 1-2 punch. There's the big left hook. Oh, you'll love to see it. I never thought we'd see this day. We've been hearing about Johnny Somali's antics for, frankly, far too long. And the fact there's finally a country out there that is willing to put their foot down and say, you know what? Fuck you, it's time we put you in jail. I respect it. I hope it goes through. I don't know if there's any sort of legal loopholes because of, him not being a resident. I don't know what his sort of reasoning is. Is he there on a visa, a passport, green card? I don't know. I don't know how he gets these countries. All I know is that whatever the legal precedent is, find a way to maximize this, throw a book at him, because this is unacceptable behavior. And normally I wouldn't cover something like this because I don't usually care. But goddamn, I hate this dude, and I want to see him Brittany Griner so goddamn bad. But those are just my opinions. Let me know yours in the comments down below, or let me know on X, or you can find me at Bolt the Word. And please do subscribe. I'm a nerdy news channel. I cover nerdy news every day. Not usually about whack-ass nuisance YouTubers, but usually anime, movies, music, Magic the Gathering, you name it. Check me out on Instagram at wordsofparadise_Leon, and become a member for $4.99 a month. You can join the Discord, choose the articles I go over on a day-to-day basis, choose the videos I react to on my Friday night live streams, and of course, get involved with over 140 other vital idols. We are a bright, beautiful, glowing, vibrant community that I cannot wait to grow even further, because I do care about diversity. But only one kind of diversity. Diversity of thought. If that's interesting to you, join the Discord, hit subscribe. Until next time, it is all here in the Nerdosphere. This has been Words of Paradise.